I'm losing your audio.
How about that? There was an echo, so I deleted us, or muted me. But I think we're good. So I'm going to just click one thing, and then that'll bring up a few more faces.
Oh, this is fabulous.
I don't even want to know.
So let me just make sure everyone is here. I want to thank everyone for being patient. We wanted to give everyone a chance to be in and seeing. I can see everybody. I don't know if you can see the full screen on yours, but Mary, can you see everybody? Yeah, click on that upper corner gallery.
Hold on a minute.
Okay, there she goes. That's the advantage of being in the same room.
There might be some more people signing in, by the way, Amy.
Okay, all right, let me just get.
Would you like me to wait then to introduce?
They're just joining right now. So
Mary's face is very interesting. I'm taking screenshots of your face, Mary.
okay, looks like everyone is joined on. So Mary, I am going to let Elena talk to you a little bit more about why everybody's here. You had a chance to get to talk to her for a few minutes, but she has some introductions that she wants to do. And I'll have a chance to speak in a few moments, but I'm going to let Elena start.
So good afternoon to you, Mary, and everyone who is on this lovely Zoom. As you could probably surmise, we're not going to talk to you about your kindergarten teaching strategies today from State Ed, even though that's what you thought this was about. This is probably, and I'm very honest, this is the capper of my year for 2020, and I want you to know that I've been looking forward to this all year long. So the fact that we're able to do this, and you have your staff, colleagues, your principal to thank for having to organize this, is a fabulous situation. So let me explain what it is that you're here for. So in traditional times and under normal circumstances, we would be there in person with you. And I am, in one of the hats that I wear, I am a coordinator for a very, very important award that New York State Education Department supports and that the Board of Regents sponsors. And that is the Better Beginnings Award for educators. That award, it is a very special award because it's in a memorial for a wonderful educator who was Helen Bach Moss. And she was a young New York State educator who passed away in 1988. She touched the lives of many people. Her career was distinguished by a genuine respect and love for all children. She was ever caring towards students and their parents, their community. She was a wonderful role model within all her endeavors, and her family and friends actually petitioned the Board of Regents for New York State Education to establish a memorial fund that would go annually to other elementary teachers exhibiting those qualities, to provide an endowment with a cash stipend for the awardee and now a stipend for the district. This award recognizes every early childhood education that we do in our state as the most effective investment in long-term education success and the foundation of our children, country, and state. There's one family to thank for this, and that is the benefactors who are on this call, and I'd like to just introduce them, and then I will continue briefly and then turn it over to them. Dr. Michael Moss, who's on this call, and his children, David and Lori. Hello, David. Hi, Lori. I haven't met you before, but I have met Mike. So with that, each year, thanks to the benefactors of the Moss family, we open this award for applications and submissions, and your colleagues, your students, and your community submitted an application on your behalf for this award.
Yay.
I would like to say that reading your applications and the submissions for all of them were amazing. And every year, I'm always amazed at what the educators do in our state under whatever circumstances there are. And 2020 certainly gave us a circumstance not like anyone else's in anyone's lifetime ever before. But we've all been astonished by the work that educators have done. Your submission, or your submission along with the others, are actually reviewed by a panel of blue ribbon educators, and you have been awarded the 2020, a little behind the schedule, award for the Better Beginnings Award. With that award, Mary, your application spoke volumes. The words that came out, the meanings were nurturing. You use differential instruction. You're a lifelong learner. Your classroom management skill set, your ornaments and organizing the walk to the Christmas tree in the town every year is loved by all in the community. And it is a close-knit community. At this juncture, I would normally have something that I could hand to you, which I think Amy will be handing to you. On behalf of the New York State Education Department and the Helen Bach Moss Memorial Fund, congratulations for our 2020 Better Beginnings Award. In addition to that is a cash stipend of $5,000 for you.
Yay, Mary.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And $1,000 that goes to Fishkill Elementary School.
Yay, that's yay.
Congratulations. We are very, very happy to facilitate this on behalf of the Moss family. And I would like at this point to turn over to Dr. Michael Moss, who has a few words to say. Thank you so much, Mary. And thank you for putting this together, Amy and Andy. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Mrs. Turi, I have sent you a note, but I think it's appropriate for me to read it as part of this celebration today. Dear Mrs. Turi, you truly have brought pleasure to many people, including me, in allowing colleagues, students, and friends to share their appreciation by nominating you for the Better Beginnings Award. Thank you for choosing to be a teacher. I established the Better Beginnings Award 30 years ago, right after my wife, Helen Bach Moss, passed away. Helen taught middle school language arts and social studies. And when she died, a parent of one of her students said to me, Helen had a unique ability to succeed as a teacher in what we all try to do as parents, to find and nurture strengths and beauties within each child. The purpose of the Better Beginnings Award is to remind people of this high ideal. From the nominating material, I know your selection as the winner advances this purpose. I have gifted the book accompanying this note to every winner since the beginning. It illuminates well Helen's approach to working with children. I hope our recognition of your accomplishments brings you lasting satisfaction.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm not going to say too much. I just wanted to say that when I read about this award, Mary is the person that came to mind. So it was an easy task to put those words on paper. And I know Andy can agree with me that putting his letter together, there was the parents and the students did an amazing job because Mary is a great teacher through and through. So it's always been a pleasure to spend time in her room. That's been the hardest part about this pandemic, is not doing that as much. So I'm so proud of you, and so proud to call you a friend and a colleague.
Thank you.
If I may, on behalf of the Wappinger Central School District, first of all, I would like to thank Dr. Moss, David and Laura for doing this in honor. I would like to thank Mrs. Bruno from the New York State Education Department. I would like to thank Dr. Watkins and Dr. McNally for all of their support and for providing a tremendous learning environment within Fishkill Elementary School, one in which we are all very proud of. I would like to thank the Turi family, who I know well, as they have been former students, for being here today. And having the opportunity to work with many of the young Turis over the years, I can attest to the fact that Mary is not only a wonderful teacher, but she's a wonderful person and a wonderful parent. So I could be, I am so proud of Mary, and I would like to congratulate her on this recognition. She is a phenomenal individual and one that we are extremely proud of to have as one of our teachers in the Wappinger Central School District. So Mary, congratulations to you, and thank you to everyone for being here. We are very proud of you. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Bond. I appreciate it.
Well, perhaps Mary, if you would like a few things to say now that shock is worn, and maybe
I'd love to.
introduce your lovely family that we can see at on the screen.
Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last thing you said.
Maybe you could introduce your lovely
Sorry,
family.
okay, of course. Well, first, I'm speechless, truly, and very humbled. It truly is an honor to receive this award. And Dr. Moss and David and Laura, thank you for being here and for doing this. Your wife, I'm sure an amazing woman, and what a gift she gave to all of the kids. So to even be thought of in that same way is truly an honor. So thank you for doing this and for being here. I think, building relationships with these kids is what it's all about, and that's what we do. And I think it's true even more now than ever. Obviously, in the world we're living in at the moment, we have to find their strengths, and we have to believe in them and let them see what they can do, because that's what it's all about. And so I couldn't be more proud of this, because I think that's truly what we do. I've been very fortunate to have taught kindergarten for most of my career, and I mean, I've had amazing mentors as I've gone along. And the people here in front of you, though, down in that bottom row, are who I need to thank first and foremost, because my husband, Rick, I couldn't do it without you, sweetheart. And I have 5 children now. I'm very excited about this. So our daughter Kristen got married in October, and that was a very exciting occasion. So Alex is now part of our family, and it's very fun. And my son Michael and my Stephen and Kevin, I couldn't have done it without you guys. I mean, you always supported me and believed in what I was doing. And I'm sure what everybody doesn't know is that they graduated their Wappingers, obviously, as Dr. Bond said. But at one point, my favorite year was all four of them were at Fishkill Elementary one year. I wasn't teaching then, actually. I was the PTA president. Dr. Minelli will have to talk about that because, I don't know. But anyway, I'm sure it wasn't easy at times to have your mother being, a teacher in the district you were in, let alone sometimes in school. And my youngest, Kevin, I actually got to teach one year because I was doing that first year here, I decided to do a long-term sub job, and Kevin was in second grade. And so I was his teacher, and that was the best. Except for the time when he told me I made him cry in second grade, but oh well. But he, I had to make him sample. He threw his water bottle in the air and I told him to stop and he did it again. And the thing went everywhere and the water went everywhere. And I said, Kev, and then he'll tell you that he'll be like, yeah. And then I had to go home and I was still in trouble. But
That's the worst part.
thank you, because it's us that makes it work. And I couldn't do it without all of you. So the fact that you're on this call is still, you kept it from me. We're gonna have to chat later. I would also like to thank Dr. Amy Watkins. I have been always she's just such a great person, and we've always had so much fun when she would come in. I would get her to come in and read to the kids, and we would do all sorts of fun activities. And I would always be so happy that she was here. And when she first told me about this award, I said, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Who are you going to pick? Because there's so many great people you can pick from. And when she just shook her head at me and said, no, Mary, you, I was like, no. In fact, I said no several times to her. I'm like, no, I could tell her a bunch of other people she could pick. So I don't know what she sees, but thank you. Thank you very much. It's amazing. And, the Wappingers, I mean, Dr. Bonk, Darren, okay, you guys, Wappingers is an amazing school. But Dr. McNally, Fishkill's the best. Sorry, you guys, you're gonna have to close your ears for a minute, but Fishkill is truly the best. And I was telling and to before that, it's a family, and we do everything. That's what we are. We're a team, and we just work together. And this award really is for everybody here because they make me a better teacher. And I know that I could go to any one of them and ask for something, and everybody just jumps in. Or if something happens, we're all here to support each other. And that is an amazing way you can get up and go to work and know that somebody's there for you to support you and help you. And so it's been a while, Dr. McNally, since I was the PTA president. I don't know, you may be scratching your head. I know you don't have any hair anymore, but that could be part of it. But anyway, thank you for always for seeing something, I guess, just like Amy, and giving me that chance because it's fun. I mean, as I said, I with home, I have two careers, really pre and post kids, and I taught kindergarten when I first started, and then I was very fortunate to be home with the kids for 12 years. And when we moved, my husband is retired. I can say that. That's exciting. He's retired, and he worked for IBM. And when we moved several times, and when we came back to Fishkill, we, the kids started, and then it just worked out. I started to sub a little, and then things fell into place, and this has been it since. So it's really fun to actually do it a second time because I'm a much better teacher being a parent. Once you become a parent, you understand. I was saying to Elaine before, like, the dog, it can't eat the homework, or why certain things happen, and you understand that you have a better appreciation. So coming back to the meaning of the award, the building those relationships with the kids and with the parents, because you have to make sure the parents, you have to listen to them and hear them, because as a parent, we all have those things that we need to understand and be heard. And so I think that's it's an amazing day. Outside of my door, I have one of my favorite poems, and it's Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten by Robert Fulghum. and it's right up there. And, you know, really, it's about taking turns, holding hands, sharing, you know, being nice. And also to remember that warm cookies are really the best thing. So thank you. I am truly honored and completely surprised. And you guys got me. So thank you so much. And
Mission accomplished.
thank
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Mary.
Congratulations.
you.
Well, on behalf of the New York State Education Department, again, I want to express our gratitude to all that you do, every educator in the state and then some, especially during such a difficult and trying time for everyone. So thank you all. And Dr. Moss, and it was so nice to actually virtually meet David and Laura. I've seen you on emails over the years. But thank you so much for joining today. That really is important, and I think it means a lot. Is there anything that you'd like to say, Dr. Moss, at the end?
Just reiterate my appreciation for all that the folks here today have shared in terms of not only outstanding teaching, but also outstanding teaching environment. And it's very encouraging to see that as we try to make our way through current events. So thank all of you for making this possible.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much to everyone making the time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Elena, thank you for all you do. I can't thank you enough, and for being here, and everybody.
I appreciate it. And I'm just going to ask one favor, since I'm not there in person. I would love if at some point you could do the award plaque without the mask.
There, I can there.
I would
If I can just indicate, it is my recommendation to the Board of Education that even though we have a virtual board meeting, that we provide her with this honor at a board meeting, because it's definitely something that we are very, very proud of. So Dr. Watkins, if you can touch base with our technology department to make sure that we can do it in that manner, we certainly will. So
excellent.
Thank
And
very proud of Mary.
And I'll
again,
take pictures and send them to you as well.
and thank you to everyone.
Our webpage, and I will send the webpage to everyone.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all.
Have a weekend. Thank you again.
Nice to see the Turi family.
Yeah, good to
Once
see
a
you.
patriot, always a patriot.